I bought a mini chessboard. You told me to hold longer. Yup, it's that easy. Keep at it. Keep at it. Hey, what's up, Woody? Wait, Woody, aren't you the one I banned? Didn't I ban you? I swear I banned someone named Woody once because he posted his like porn link in my Discord. I'm not sure if you're the Woody that I'm thinking of, but there was a Woody that joined the Discord and he posted a porn link. So obviously I automatically banned him. And he was begging me to come back, and I'm like, I don't trust you after you put your little porn thing in the Discord. Like, we're here to make money, not not that porn stuff. So I don't know if you're that guy or maybe I don't know, because there's people with same names. So shout out to you though if you're not that guy, Woody Steph. Screw your name, that's too long. I'll just call you Woody. But yeah, BBAI. So yesterday, can you guess who made a video on BBAI yesterday? Yep, none other than Ziptraderu. Ziptraderu made a video yesterday talking about BBAI. And here's the thing. Here's the strat, right? I'm going to give you the strat, right? I'm going to give you the strat. So let me just show you. This is me just talking to a Discord member because I actually talk to Discord members, unlike Ziptraderu who never talks to me. But no, joke aside, yeah, this guy's doing great. Keep at it. It's that easy. Keep at it. I just tell people, like, keep at it. You're doing a great job. Giving them that reinforcement that they need so that they know they're doing a good job. But yesterday at 10:48 p.m., you can see up here, I told everyone, I'm like, wait a minute. If this is going to pump, like BBAI is going to pump like 10-20%. I set a market order for 1,500 shares of BBAI, which will execute at open. Ziptraderu made a video on BBAI today and should send it pumping thanks to his enormous audience. I'm doing this mainly in case I sleep through the open because I was afraid I might, sleep through the open. So I was like, you know what? I'll just get filled and I'll check on it when I wake up. But I woke up in time, so I was able to play it. Filled at 6.50, right? I slapped the ask automatically at open and then dumped it for a quick 750. And yeah, and we were dumping some SoFi, buying some SoundHound, right? Because there's some stocks at the purple line. And of course, everyone's like really happy now, 1,200 on BBI, 725 on BBI. Like that was the easiest money ever. Because the strategy for this it's a strategy that I rarely use, but the setup is really good. So if you see a YouTuber, a big YouTuber with 100K plus subs talking about a stock, and that stock closed. So write this down. You guys better write this down. You better write this down. Let me get the whiteboard for you guys. Where's my whiteboard? Let's get the whiteboard out here. So here's the strategy. The take advantage of, let's call it the take advantage of big YouTuber strategy, which I rarely use, but here's the strat, guys. If the stock they talk about closed red on the day, buy next day at open. Just slap the ask. Because here's the reason why this setup works very well. It closed red. That means there were no buyers. If there were buyers, it wouldn't close red. It would close green. The fact that no buyers showed up for BBAI yesterday, and it was followed by a big YouTuber pumping it, all of his audience and people who are also other people who are also watching him, who also tell their audience like, hey, Ziptraderu, you just talked about this stock, so it's probably gonna pump. And so you get a pile of you just get a pile of buyers at open, and it just surges for like 20 minutes, usually 10-20 minutes, and then you just get in and get out with your quick like 750 to $2,000, and you're happy, and that's all there is to it. That's That's all there is to it. But it's important that the stock closed red. That's the most important part. Buy next day at open, just slap the ask. I really no stop loss needed, but if you want to set a stop loss at the low of the day. And what else? Yeah, take profit, like, yeah, I don't know, 10 minutes in. 10 minutes in. I mean, keep an eye on it, eyeball it. But, I mean, as soon as you're up like $750 to $1,000, just run with it. Because that's all it is. It's just a pump and dump from a bigger YouTuber. Take profit like 10 minutes in and make your, let's say 1 to 2K, right? And that's it. Like the easiest, like we just made, I want you to think about what just happened. If you're in the Discord, we just made like the easiest 750 to 2000 in like what, 10 minutes? It's so easy. I don't use this strategy often though, because I don't really watch a bunch of other finance YouTubers, quite frankly. And I didn't even watch. Look, shout out to Petrosky, shout out to Alex, because he's the one who sent me a message. He's like, hey, this big YouTuber, he talked about BBAI, and I'm like, oh, really? Because I wasn't paying attention. I don't really watch other YouTubers. I really don't. I was gonna skip Ziptraderu's video yesterday, but then, like again, shout out to Alex P. And what a name, right? Alex P. Yeah, shout out to Alex P. because he sent me a message like around 9:15. Hey, Ziptraderu did a BBI video just now. Just saw 1,000 shares buy, dump it on his base, easy money. So yeah, like that was as soon as he told me that, I was like, oh, he talked about it. Let me actually watch this video. I skipped to the end, obviously, because he always leaves it at the end. But like I said, I'm just a normal guy like anyone else. Like, but I was gonna skip that video. So shout out to Alex P. He's the one who let me know. Like, hey, he talked about BBI. It closed red, and we're gonna pump. We just are. All that buying pressure is gonna pile in. So shout out to Ziptraderu. Hopefully, his base doesn't end up holding a big bag, but it's a classic pump and dump, and I would expect it to come down. And that's all there is to it. We still have a price target of 850 and 10, and then 1250. So longer term, yes, there's money to be made longer term, but short term, we wanted to take advantage of the YouTuber pump. So there you go. There you go. That's what's going on with BBAI. I got nothing bad to say about it. Dang, missed out on this pump, but I'm not one to chase. Yeah, I mean, maybe you should be in the Discord, that guy from Mars, and you'll be that guy from Shade's Discord. Yeah, we were on top of this, man. We were on top. As soon as I saw that he talked about it, I was like, oh, this is a YouTuber with 100K plus subs. This is gonna pump. So there's the strategy. So if you follow a lot of big channels, now you know the strategy to take advantage of their pump and dumps, really. Thank you, Shades. Thank you, made me $400 in 20 minutes. Yeah, we made like the easiest money ever. And like, dude, that was such an easy setup. Easy setup. When that will be you in 5 years. You will get to 1 million subs, no ads, words of mouth, and your success stories. I don't know about that, Seb Luke. I'm not really optimistic like that. My goal is just to get 10,000 subs, and then from there we'll see what I do. From there I might just quit. I don't know. That's like how I started this channel, really with just the goal of getting to 10K subs, and after that I'm happy. So yeah, I don't know. I doubt I'll get to 1 million. I don't think so. I would need to turn into it. I would need to turn into like a pump and dumper, and I would have to exaggerate everything. I would have to talk in a way that's not normal to, like, I would have to, I don't think I could grow that big, because people just want to be told, that they're right. And I'm not the kind of person to lie to you like that. I will tell you, Joey Shaw, like, you're being stupid with the MSTR calls. Guess who was right? I was right. Guess who's changing their strategy? Joey Shaw. So it's, I think my channel appeals to certain types of people that are very smart and want to, keep it to the point, and let's, keep it real. Whereas other channels, they're gonna, I don't know. I don't even watch other finance channels to be able to comment, but there's a bunch of them that are just kind of, they make their money from actually talking in front of a camera over actual trading, in my opinion. Tempted to add more Webull. Looks like it's finding support. I'm not touching that one. I'm going to touch AI stocks, because AI stocks are the ones that are moving. You can see that very clearly, right? Data Vault AI and UAI finding support here. I might add that one. We'll see. SoFi, right? SoFi looking to break out higher. If it breaks out today, we're going to 40. We're going to 40. 35, then 40. I'm going to add more. I know it sounds crazy to be averaging up, but I don't care. I'm going to average up RR stock at cheap, nice and cheap. Like AI stocks are the play right now. SoundHound right at the purple line, added 50 shares, nothing big. Like I'm just going to be accumulating these cheap, this is so cheap, right? Look at that. Look at that. We love these 60, 30, 40% discounts. We'll take them. So I'm going to be accumulating that. Mara can kind of suck a dick, honestly. I'm going to take SoundHound over Mara at this point. You build your army of investors. All this worth is you sell to your audience, your followers. That's called a scam. Make a competition for your channel. I want to see first person do you make a millionaire and I'm not going to do all that. It's too much work. Grandmaster greater than $1 million. Burnt chips. Grandmaster greater than $1 million. $1 million what? Dollars? Hell no. I'll take the $1 million. You weren't being specific, so I'm assuming you're talking about $1 million. So I'll take the $1 million. Although I'm sure as a grandmaster you can probably make more than that. I assume in chess. But I think I'll just take the 1 million. Thank you. I think a lot of people would take the 1 million maybe. I don't know. Like 1 million right on my lap, no tax free. Hell yeah. I did add a small starter position in serve. It's all in the results. You make a couple dozen people rich. Will spread. You don't need a pump and dump. You get it because see the problem is a lot of people aren't going to get rich because it requires extreme discipline and patience. And a lot of people in the Discord, they trade absolute garbage and they take risks that can make them more money. But if you play the slow and steady game, $750, $1,000 adds up to $1 million at some point. Like it's just inevitable that you're going to get there. But people don't want the slow growth. They want, fast money. So, but the problem with fast money is it can also come with fast drops in your portfolio. And it comes with more risk. So it's easier said than done. It's easier said than done, Subluke. Easier said than done. It sounds like it would be easy, but it's not. If it was easy, we'd all do it. Will you spread it? I'm disappointed. I burned chips. I burned chips. No, I'll take the 1 million. I want the 1 million because I'll gamble with that because it's a free 1 million as far as I'm concerned. Free 1 million. Who wouldn't take a free 1 million? Like, if you say no to free 1 million, I don't know what to tell you. Go gamble your calls on that. BBAI, man, if it breaks out here above 7s, we would go to 770, then 830. That would be shocking if it did that today. That would be shocking if it did that. Yeah, it's at a key level. Yeah, if it breaks that 780, then $8. 850, then 10. So you guys can't tell me the purple line strategy doesn't work. It absolutely works. It always works. It always has worked. The hard part about the strategy is having to wait. In order to be a grandmaster at the stock market, you just got to have extreme patience. That's it. And unfortunately, people don't got that. They got patience, but not extreme like I do. I got extreme patience. Like, you have no idea. I waited quite a while for BBAI. Look, BBAI touched the purple line here in September 11. I waited at least like a month and a half for this to finally come down so I can rebuy it. Most people don't want to wait one month and a half for a play. They want a play every day so that they can make lots of money every day. So, which is sad, but whatever. It is what it is. Are you buying Sybil or are you waiting on their earnings? Does earnings come out today? I know earnings comes out sometime, right? This month. I don't remember when. If it's today, it's going to be interesting to see what they have to say. I'm hoping for a drop to low 002s, and I'll buy more. Assuming their earnings doesn't come out with something absolutely horrendous. Which I hope not. That wouldn't make sense, but we'll see. But CYBL right now it's doing what it's done last time, right? It just slowly bleeds out to like 002s, and you can tell very clearly people love it down here. Like this is where people really just can't help them, but they can't help but to buy here. So much so that it pumped from 002 to 008, which is a ridiculous amount of money, right? That's a 400%er. But I'm not trying to time the bottom. I'm just gonna continue to dollar cost average. So I'm not concerned about this one bit until they prove to me that they're not worth holding because their earnings are terrible or something like that. Something happens that's just horrible. Then I'm not concerned. So yeah, I mean, look, I'll say this much: if I take a loss on CYBL, I mean, I made so much money. You know, I made so much money here, here, here. Well, I didn't buy here. That's disingenuous. I bought here. I made so much money on these 3 pumps that taking a loss here, if hypothetically earnings is bad and it just goes to 0, I would still end up green overall on CYBL because I made so much money on these. So, you know, like I'm fine. Now, if it's your first time playing CYBL, you don't have that you know mindset, right? You didn't get in here. You didn't get this pump here. You didn't get in this pump here. So if it's your first time playing CYBL, and I end up taking the loss because the company turned to shit, you're gonna get it's gonna be very painful for you. But for me, it's just gonna be like, oh, I'm still up overall on CYBL because I made so much money on these other pumps. That's the advantage of you know, starting trading a stock before it started turning to shit, which I hope it doesn't, right? I hope it doesn't. But I'll be fine. So like, yeah, like when you make a lot of money on one stock, the one time you lose, it's just kind of like, oh, whatever. It's no big deal because you made so much on the other trades within that same stock. But I would watch out for 0022s. I was tempted to add today at 0029, but I'm gonna wait and see if it drops lower because I really do want. I want to add like at least 3 to 4K at 002s, and that's it. I'm not adding after that. After that, yeah, after that, I can afford to lose the whole 10K now. Like I said, I made so much money on these other pumps that I'm fine. So, but if I were to add like 20K worth of CYBL and I lose that 20K, now I would undo. I would undo all the gains here, here, and here. I would just undo like all the gains that I made on CYBL on the past 3 trades here. So, yeah. So no more than 10K. That's why I have that rule. No more than 10K in CYBL. Because it's the only penny stock I trade. AITX is dead in the water. ILIS is dead in the water. All those other penny stocks we were trading back in 2023, 2024, 2024, 2022 through 2024, they're kind of dead. CYBL is the only one that's held up because it works with the Department of Defense, gets government contracts, works with Palantir, etc. So, but it's not invincible, right? It's still a penny stock. It's not invincible. It's still risky. What stops the momentum and starts the sellers bringing it back down? I don't know. People taking profit? It's that simple. You know, Sebloop, there are people who are not like you. They just immediately sell. Like they run with the profit. Like I'll take my 300, 500 and run with it. That's it. And when there's a lot of those people, it just, you know, it starts falling. And if buyers don't show up, well, it just keeps falling. It was supposed to be Tuesday. Yesterday was supposed to be earnings. Was it? Because I thought it was today. I asked Grok. I'm like, hey, when is that CYBL earnings? And Grok said that it's today. So I don't know. They've had earnings. They usually have earnings on. I think last year they had it on the 14th. So I don't know. I don't know when they have earnings. I know it's in November, and they tend to have it somewhere. Yeah, somewhere in mid-November. So I would give it a few days. I would give it a few days. Yeah, for sure. I'd give it a few days. I think people are becoming impatient, which is good. Because if they're like, oh no, earnings, where are earnings? Earnings, oh no. That's usually a good sign. That's usually a good sign. I mean, they made a post. CYBL made a post for Veterans Day. Today on Veterans Day, yeah, so they made a post honoring veterans. So they're alive and well, guys. You just gotta be patient, which is unfortunately a lot of people don't have that. So get a contract. That's probably someone that's holding a bag and that really wants a contract so that it goes up and they make a lot of money. Your investors are losing insane amount of money on CYBL. I'm personally down big. So this is just a cry. These are all crybabies. That's the thing. They're crybabies. I bought a stock and it's not going up. Meanwhile, I'm the opposite. I'm like, wait, it's dropping and it's getting cheaper? Hell yeah. Give me the fucking discount. Fuck yeah. That's the difference. That's a difference in psychology. You can see it right here, plain and simple. This guy bought and he's down big, I guess. And he's crying. Please do something so it goes up. Meanwhile, I'm like, please send it lower so I can buy it at 002s so that when it does pump, I make like hundreds of percentages in return. Thank you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like SoundHound has it the purple line. It's at a deep discount. This is when you load up. This is when you buy crazy. I like buying shares, not calls, because I get the infinite time. I like infinite time. I don't like having expiration dates. So there you go. Classic crybaby. We have... this guy's just a negative bear. Stop diluting and start working. Oh my god. Yeah, so you can see, right? We're not normal. If you're in the Discord, you're probably not normal, I assume. Well, you're not normal once you get to the point where you have the mindset that I have, which is, I don't give a shit. Please send it down so I can buy cheaper, please. Like, you're not scared. You're actually very happy. Like, oh my god, a crash? You're giving me my favorite stocks at the purple line again? Wow. I mean, I couldn't have asked for a better gift. Please send it lower. Send it under the purple line. I want an even deeper discount, please. By all means. Like, that's how I think. When you have that mindset one day, I hope you will come to understand why that works. Because you're basically going against the stupid people that are, please make sure we'll go up. I'm deep in the red and I really want to get out. That's my impression of those crybabies. All right, back to the chat. AMD is going to what? What is AMD going to do? Is it exploding again? Oh God, it is. Oh my gosh, as what's her name? Crystal would say, gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah. AMD very extended above the purple line. See so long, AMD. I hope you go to 300. Props to the people holding. I'm gonna buy SoundHound because it's at the purple line. Like, I'm not gonna chase AMD, that's for sure. Yeah, if AMD breaks above 267, it goes to 275, then 290, then 300 is my prediction. You know what's funny is if Joey Shaw had bought leaps on AMD, he'd be up big. But yeah, whatever. He's gonna do what he's gonna do. Did you sell CYBL when it went to 006 or did you hold it down? Hold it down? Oh no, I did not sell. I did buy CYBL at 004, and I was up 50% on that position, but I didn't sell. Because we're not looking for 006. We know that this can go to a penny. So, like, why would I sell 006? That's too little. That's pointless. So, yeah, no, I didn't sell. I held it down because I'm like I said, I'm not concerned. I held because I didn't want to miss the pump. Yeah, the purple line is legit. Shout out to Flex Parade. Purple line is legit. Yeah, it's legit, but people are, they're desperate for lots of money fast, so they don't wait for it. They just buy it like the worst times possible. God damn. So CLSK, I'm gonna have to. I don't know. I'll wait for that one. We'll see. We're dumping. I feel sorry for the people who bought Meta leaps or calls. They're about to be deep in the red if this thing drops. Wait, are we dumping? Let me see. Is the market not recovering? So BBAI, is the market dropping right now? Wow. SoFi, whoa, SoFi wanted to go to new highs here. Wanted to go to new highs. Let me look at my Discord because I put it away. Let me check. Thanks for the call out on the live stream, Shade. Shout out to Alex P. Yet again. The like 8th call out now. Yeah, Soundhound is the play right now, for sure. That is the big play. For me, at least. SoFi, I think I'm still holding some SoFi. And APLD. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm literally like, I'm doing fantastic. I'm doing fantastic. I'm doing fantastic, guys. I'm doing great. So hopefully you are all making money, because if you bought BBA at the purple line, NVTS at the purple line, I mean, you've been making money. At least I hope so. AMD is gone, not even paying attention to it anymore. Shout out to Awesome Agron. He's learning the shades way. Like, oh, it's going to the moon? Well, good for the people holding it. I'm going to focus on what's not mooning and what will moon in the future. So there you go. That guy's developing the right mindset because he joined the right Discord. If he had joined a pump and dump Discord, he'd be holding a big bag right now. Funny enough, the Discord that you choose to join is going to influence what kind of trader you become. Unless you just don't vibe with my vibe, I guess, if that makes sense. If you don't vibe with my style. Which some people don't, because they want, quick riches mentality. Hoping for the best with CYBL. I have 1,500 in it, but I also understand the risks. Yep, I think you'll be fine. People are until we see something negative, there's nothing to be concerned about. It's just people are going to cry. That's just how people are. Crybabies, clearly. Wah, he's not going up. Wah. Like, get a, wambulance joke somewhere in there. Is anyone in Cypher similar story to DPLD, but had a higher percentage return? Maybe something to check out when it comes back down. Bitcoin miner turned a. Let me look at Cypher. Whoa, let me look at Cypher. Give me a second. Give me 1 minute here, real quick. Dumped at 32 point. For break even at everyone. Let me. Oops. Come on. There's a lot of people in the Discord whose name starts with E, and it pisses me off. All right, I just dumped SoFi, the 250 shares that I hold at 32.30, the ones that we bought like in October, or not? Yeah, in October. We didn't buy them in October. The point is, I just dumped it at break even here. The ones that I bought at the top. I just dumped them at break even because I'm a little concerned here on the daily if this could be a double top. So I'm just dumping the shares that I bought at the top at break even because I don't want to hold it all the way down. And we've had 4 green days in a row, so it wouldn't shock me if we pull back at least. So I'm going to buy the dips, and I just wanted to get out at break even. So if you can get out, that would be great. Yeah, this is why I was watching SoFi very closely because I'm like, I need to get out of this. I don't want to be holding the top on that. Because it could create a double top and then we would come down, and so I'll just reposition, and I'm grateful that I got to get out at break even. But yeah, so yeah, CYBL, no, I don't care about CYBL right now. So got out at break even. Get out at a small loss if you have to as well, but because you really don't want to be holding that. If that creates a double top, you don't want to be holding that. Soundhound looking good at the purple line. BMNR looking like absolute trash. Rest in peace to Joey Shaw. His account just keeps dying every day. Every day. Even when BMNR gets a green day. The only time it got a... Hey, by the way, this is funny. You want to see something funny? Look at this. Red candle, 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 red candle. Green. And big red candle to follow. Finally finds buyers at the purple line. Big green candle. Joey Shaw was excited. He was like, woo, this is it. And then, followed by more red candles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 red candles out of 14. Only 2 of those are green. That's not a good look. And that's not the kind of stock you want to buy with that level of weakness. So Joey Shaw is definitely like crying. He's crying inside. He doesn't show it, but he's definitely like, he's definitely praying to someone to please, I want to get my MSTR and BM&R bags out. But I told him, I'm like, you're too trusting of these influencers who don't keep it real. They're just lying to you and telling you, oh yeah, Ethereum's gonna go to the moon. Maybe it will, but not short term. And that was his mistake. And he's learning. He's gonna be a much better trader in 2026. Hopefully, he's very successful that year. But unfortunately, he still likes to get on his knees and slurp Tom Lee and the Michael Saylor Kool-Aid. So there you go. That's the update on Joey Shaw. Update on Joey Shaw. I finally beat him in chess. We just played the tiebreaker and he's pretty much gonna get checkmated. Those 1,000 puzzles that I did definitely helped. It helped a lot. I actually bought like a tiny chessboard, like a really tiny one from Amazon. Let me see it. Let me show it to you. I bought a tiny one just so I can practice. Can I even find it? Oh, I have to go to orders. Let me see if I can find it in my orders. Yeah, I bought a tiny little chess set right here. That one, it's like really tiny. I just need it to practice stuff, so. And it fits right on my desk, so I can be streaming and be like, oh, let me move this piece here and see what happens. What kind of, I can actually like study and practice. And I'm also going to start learning Tagalog because I am going to move to the Philippines in a few years. I'm going to go to Mexico, then I have to, actually to get to the Philippines, you have to take a flight to Tokyo, Japan, and then go to Philippines. So I might as well stop by Japan at that point, right? If it's on the way there, might as well. So that's the game plan. Because the Philippines offers a digital nomad visa, which just means people like me can work from home and I can live there essentially indefinitely, as long as I don't do anything stupid, right? Like I'm I don't have a criminal record or anything, so I'll be fine. So yeah, American money goes very far over there. So that's the game plan. In a few years, it's not going to happen anytime soon. But yeah, so that's happening. That's happening. So long, America. You're too expensive to live in. I'm going to where it's super cheap. And where it's nice, obviously, because money goes so much further over there, so you can live a much better life. You can, not a life of luxury, but pretty much, if you're making like 3K plus, you can live a life of luxury in the Philippines. The only thing I have to be concerned about is China dropping a missile on me. Right, because China's right there, so maybe they drop a missile on my head. I have to worry about hurricanes and typhoons as well, but I'll be living on like a high floor anyways, so I don't have to worry about floods. And yeah, I don't have to worry about safety because it's a nice area. So it's kind of it's gonna be an upgrade, but it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be an upgrade, but it's gonna be just as it's gonna be an upgrade, but I just have to go to another country to get the upgrade. Sometimes upgrading in life means going to another country where things are cheaper. And if you're making American money remote, it's just easy. It's just an easier life because bills are paid. It's just everything's so cheap. Let me put it that way. Yeah, so Bitcoin here, as expected, I think it's going to come down to 90K, 94K, which should bring the market down lower, and then we'll bottom out, unless this becomes a bear market, which I hope that's not the case, because the last time we got a bear market on crypto, yeah, it was in 2022, and you can see we dropped from 68 to a low of 13,600. What a drop, right? That's what a bear market does to stocks. It can drop them quite cheap. So let's hope that's not the case, and we're just going to continue to slowly create these higher highs, higher lows. This is normal. This is expected. We need these kinds of breathers, right? Stocks have to breathe. They have to, have a take profit cycle. That's normal. That's expected. You can't have stocks go up forever, because at some point you're just going to get a mega crash that lasts for months, if not, hopefully not years, but it's better to get these breathing cycles that come every now and then than 8 months or 10 months of a downtrend, a bear market, essentially. So that's preferable over, well, a bear market, I wouldn't be concerned. I'd be like, oh, a bear market that lasts 10 months? Cool. That's 10 months of me accumulating real cheap. And then when we go in a bull market, we're going to make hand over fist money. So I wouldn't be concerned personally, but something to think about. If my prediction comes out correct, we should see 90 to 94K, because buyers just blew their wad here. So they're not going to have strength if this comes back down, and we'll drop under 98K. That's my theory, at least. We'll see if I'm right. I've been right so far. If I was wrong, then MSTR would be at like 500 and BMNR would be at like 100 and Joey Shaw would be over the moon right now. But usually, if someone that's not as experienced as me tells me that I'm wrong and that they're right, it's usually the opposite. So case in point, Joey Shaw. So yeah, that's what I would expect. This should drop lower. That's expected and normal. And it maybe even, I don't know. I hope we don't go into a bear market. I hope not. That would suck. Because there's way too many people who are bullish. People think that 2026 is going to be like the best year ever. But the stock market's not your friend. And I'm very pessimistic in the sense that the stock market's not my friend. If the stock market wants to screw as many people over and wants to destroy as many accounts as possible, if I was the stock market, I would go into a bear market in 2026 just to fuck over all the leveraged people, all the people who think 2026 is going to be, this grandiose year. That's what I would do if I was the stock market. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen, but that's what I would do to destroy as many people as possible. Because I'm the stock market and I'm not your friend. That's my assumption. So don't be surprised if the stock market does something like that. Because the stock market is not your friend. It's not here to help you out. Which I just came off so bearish, right? But I've seen this happen before where everyone's like super bullish. Oh my God, this is going to be great. We're going to have an OTC bull run. We're going to go to the moon. And then the stock market does the opposite. So yeah, so just be careful. That's not to say a bear market will happen. We'll see what actually comes. We're going to know if we're going to enter a bear market if crypto decides to, if it decides to break down. So yeah, if it breaks down below 90K and buyers don't show up, that's bad. That would be very bad. Because you would think the cheaper the stock gets, the more buyers are going to show up. But if that doesn't happen, that's a bad sign for stocks. Because that means stocks are going to come down cheap. So have some money on the side. I've noticed a lot of people don't keep money on the side for crashes or bear markets. So start building your bear market nest egg. Crash nest egg, whatever. Label a jar that says, money for bear markets / crashes. And then you dip into that when you actually get like an actual crash where stocks are dropping 10-20% every day. But the thing is, the reason people don't have money on the side for crashes and bear markets is because they don't have the discipline to not put the money in the markets, right? Like if you have 10K just sitting there in a jar, too many people would be tempted to take it out and put it into the markets because they feel like, oh no, I can't just have 10K laying there. I need to put it to work. So because of that mindset, they never have money available to actually, they never have a cash position to put into crashes when they come. Because people don't have the discipline. They just see it as there's just 10K sitting there and I can't use it. But the funny thing is what they don't realize is having that 10K cash position just sitting there in a jar, let's say, hypothetically. I don't know if you can, I guess it's a really big jar, but you can just have it there and you can't put it, you're not tempted to put it into the markets because it's literal just 10K cash sitting in a jar next to you. And you have the discipline to not spend it. You have the discipline to just sit there and that's going to be, that 10K, you'll turn it into like 30 to 50K. In the future, when you buy a stock real cheap, because of the bear market sending prices real cheap, right? You guys think I'm kidding? Let me show you SoFi. You guys think I'm kidding, but a bear market is like that 10K cash that you're sitting on that you really wish that you're just so tempted to put into the markets right now. Look at SoFi. It dropped from a high of 28 to a low of $4. The bear market sent it to $4. Think about that. Think about that for a second. A bear market has the power to send stocks from 28 to $4. But then it went from $4 to 32, which is what, almost a 10x. So actually that 10K on the side that you just have sitting there, even though a lot of people are so tempted to just take it and put it in the markets because I need to have this money working for me, they don't realize that in a bear market that 10K can turn into like 50K. But they're not thinking that. They're just thinking short term, I need to put this money to work. I've met those types before. They just kind of screw themselves over long term because it's like then the bear market comes and they don't have the cash on the side. And they miss out because they're just holding a bunch of stocks as things crash. Let me put it that way. So yeah, that's the power of a bear market. If whenever it comes around, Please have money. Like, please don't be dumb, because you're gonna regret it. Wait, let me just make sure Joey Shaw gets destroyed here real quick. Yeah, I mean, we made money today, and quite a bit of it, 1,000 plus. So we're doing great. This November has been fantastic. If I'm being honest with you, this November, I think I'm gonna make up for what I lost in October, or quote unquote lost, because I made an adaptation. Let me drink water. Okay, I made an adaptation. In October, October was my worst month ever, but I made an adaptation. That adaptation is, I'm just gonna average down and not try to time it. I'm not gonna try and time things. I'm just gonna average down, which is what I did with SoFi. And I'm doing it now with SoundHound. I'm just not going to try and time things now. I'm just going to, because it's too volatile, right? It's too volatile. So why even bother? The best way to take advantage of the volatility is just to average down, and then we know it's going to make a volatile move back up and we make our money. So that's the adaptation I've made. And obviously now we're making hand over fist money. If I was still using the same, if I hadn't made the adaptation, I'd be probably losing money right now. I'd be like, I don't know, I'd be destroyed or something. I'd be crying, but I made the adaptation. That's why we're making thousands of dollars already in the first 12 days. So, yeah, we're going to be fine. We're going to be good. I'm human. I'm not a genie. Some people treat me like a genie. I make mistakes and I learn from them. So, BBAI buy-in price, I don't know if you're listening to the live stream, but I would wait for the purple line, which is around. I would wait for 6 and under, because this was a pump and dump. So wait for 6 and under if you're listening to me. Porter. I don't know what her name's. I don't know if it's Porter or if it's. I'm just gonna call her Porter. It's probably her last name. Wait, what's the other one? You said Cypher? Let me just checkmate Joey Shaw here real quick. I'm going to take here, you're going to take there, and I'm going to eat you there, and then you're kind of screwed there because your piece, he's down material now. He was actually up material because I screwed it up, but Cypher. What about Cypher? Oh boy, Cypher's very extended above the purple line. If you want to make a lot of money on this one, I mean, this is, just wait for that purple line at $10. Because then on the way back up, you can make like, 80 to 150%. So that's what I would do. Because I still consider Bitcoin miners risky, even if they are getting into the AI space. It's just better to buy them at the purple line, honestly. That's what I think. Opinions on DVLT. Is that the one that's pumping right now? Oh, no, it's DVLT. It's not. I would wait for $1 on the dot. I would wait for $1 on the dot. Because this broke down here. This was supposed to be support. It did not hold, broke down. It tried to get back above, and it didn't. And so I would just wait to see if it comes down to the purple line, which would be about $1.05. That's what I would wait for. $1 is a nice round number too, so I'm sure other people are looking for that. Just holding SoFi, not swinging it because I need to increase my portfolio value overall. It's the long-term play for me. Sounds good. That's fine. You're fine on SoFi. Awesome, Agron. APOD. So glad I sold that shit. What is he talking about? I hate burnt chips, man. He says things but doesn't, like, he doesn't specify. Like, what is he talking about? What do you think, APOD? Pull out back, maybe. APOD, I'm just gonna average down. I'm not concerned about it. APLD already 100 shares, 31 sell target, 50. I want to buy more. Would you short in a bear market? I don't know what that means. Shirt. Yes, I would get a shirt, a bear market shirt. Sure, why not? Are you still in Palantir? No, I got out of that. We sold it, remember? Oh, wait, no, you're not in the Discord, my bad. Yeah, we already sold that. We already made our money on that. Feed that bear some honey. Is Track Guy, is that Petrosky? Dude, you need to change your name to Petrosky or something. If that's actually you need to change your name, because that throws me off when your names differ from your Discord name. It's like, wait, is that him? It sounds like it would be you, but who knows? Maybe someone's just trying to pretend to be you. Oh, Porter's Gold Rush is listening. Yeah. I wait for BBI to come down. Don't buy it now. Don't buy it now. What's your buy-in price for open? Didn't that already move? Oh, wow. Okay. All right. I swear that already moved. Yeah, it already moved. We're not buying after it's already moved. My buy-in price is going to be 5 and under. So, yeah. Let it come down. It'll come down. It's not going to go to the moon. Or is it? Maybe. But I'm not buying here. That's for sure. My buy-in price, I'm waiting for that purple line, that 440 level. So. Why does Bitcoin trend reflect the overall market? Well, because people buy Bitcoin because it's riskier, and riskier means more money to be made. Trading the stock market is safer because it's less volatile and more predictable. Crypto is more volatile, less predictable. I mean, literally, it was at 126. Now it's at it literally dropped 20 over 20K. Like, that's crazy, right? So it's a lot more volatile. So if no one's willing to buy and hold crypto, that means people aren't willing to take risks, which means usually the stock market also starts falling down because nobody wants to hold certain stocks. Like right now, you're only seeing AI stocks and maybe some other sectors perform well, but that's about it. Everything else is still just kind of sideways or struggling to go anywhere, right? They're just kind of doing nothing or they're tanking. So when crypto's showing weakness, usually everything else follows. That's why, because people aren't willing to take risks. If people were willing to take risks, they'd be buying Bitcoin, right? Because it's much more volatile and a lot more money to be made because it's volatile. Volatility means crypto can go up, 10, 20, 30% in a day. Bitcoin miners are dumping too, by the way, because those can go up like 10, 20, 30% in a day. They can. We saw that. If you've been around long enough, you've seen that. So just people aren't willing to hold right now. They're just not. They're not willing. Their buyers are not showing up, and they're not willing to hold. So we would expect more downside. So that's my theory, at least. I could be wrong. I don't know. That's just theory. That's literally just me making things up right now. Okay, that's my theory. All game theory. If anyone gets that reference. Hey, shout out to Porter White Brew. SoundHound a good buy? Yes, SoundHound is at the purple line, and it's probably going to go under it. So I would accumulate 10 shares at a time, 20, 50. I don't know. It depends on your account size, but just add a little bit at a time. It's not going to run away from you. APLD lower? Hell yeah. Come on down lower, please. Palantir is going to be a buy at 150. I'm pretty sure. Where is it right now? Is it 180? Right? Yeah. Yeah, I would wait for 150. Look at this consolidation here. And the purple line is at 156. So I would say 150 to 156 is going to be, that's opportunity, right? That's opportunity. That's where it's going to, if it goes down there, that's where I would buy. LOL, ouch, thought you were a genie, bro. If only I was a genie. If only. I wish I was a genie. Like, yes, everything's free money. Sound buy-in price right now and keep buying as it goes lower because we're not trying to time the bottom. That's about it. That's all I could say. Hey, good morning, boss man. Shout out to another day, another trade. God, that name always throws me off. Another day trade. I'm just going to call you another day trade because I'm tired of saying another over and over again. That's two anothers. That's kind of crazy that you have two anothers in one in your name, in your username. Another. That would piss me off. Another. If that was like your name. Another day, another trade. Thoughts on Hive? Glassdad. I'm assuming you break very easily. Is that very fragile? Is that what your name is, the Glassdad? Thoughts on Hive? I mean, it's just going to follow the Bitcoin miners, so it should be coming down. Yeah, that's the purple line is at 330. So let me look at the big picture here on the weekly. Oh, wow. Okay. It's not holding here. Yeah, 330 to 350 is going to be your next big level. So that's what I would watch out for. that would also be the purple line, right? Right here. So yeah. 330 to 350 is what I would look out for that one. Again, Bitcoin miners dropping, that's nothing more than a discount. So be excited, be happy, smile, because it's easy money. Nothing to be concerned about with that one. Salamat. Salamat. Salamat is thank you in Tagalog. It sounds funny. It made me hungry for salami and for salmon for some reason. But anyways, hi Saul, good to see you. My name is not Saul. Oh, you're talking to another day, another trade. Okay, I was a little confused. I'm like, wait, my name's not Saul. Does anyone actually know my real name, by the way? It's not Shades, obviously. I'm not walking around like, hey guys, it's Shades. My passport is not going to say Shades. That would be funny if it did. Like, hey, yeah, my name is yep, I was named Shades. I don't know why. Maybe my family predicted the future and they knew. Like, yep, his name has to be Shades for some reason. Yeah, no, I don't think anyone knows my real name. I think, at least they shouldn't. But there was one time where I revealed my real name. So, and it's not Carlos. Shut the fuck up. I know you were thinking it's Carlos, right? It's Juan. No, it's not either of those. But it is a common type of name like that. Let me put it that way. Sam. What am I, white? My name is not Sam. Yeah, Pablo. Oh, dude, if my name was Pablo, I actually wouldn't mind it. If my name was actually Pablo. Hola, mi nombre es Pablo. Hoy vamos a jugar BBAI. Je m'appelle Xavier. Aujourd'hui, jouer. I forgot how to say jouer. I don't even know. I hate French pronunciation. Screw French pronunciation. Jouer the stock market. I just made that up, by the way. I see. That actually makes a lot of sense. No, that logic makes a lot of sense and follows basic economic principles of demand, supply and demand. Well, I don't know anything about economics, so, because I'm a big dummy who dropped out of college 5 times, so 5 different colleges. So yeah, I'm just a big dummy and I don't know anything about that. I just know how to read charts. If there's no less demand, there is less supply. Thoughts on NVIDIA? NVIDIA? Let me see. NVIDIA? Oh yeah. Hey man, if PLTR drops, then we should see NVIDIA at 180. If it doesn't hold 180, then purple line. Purple line is the money maker. Anytime this goes under the purple line, touched it here, went under it here, touched it here. Anytime this goes under the purple line, it's like the biggest. Load up on your fucking leaps if this happens. I will load up like 10 leaps. If NVIDIA comes to that damn purple line at 166, I shit you not, I am going to load 10 leaps right here. Up here, I would just buy shares. Purple line is your friend. So that's my thoughts on NVIDIA. I love NVIDIA. I will buy that for sure. Gorgie? I don't think my name is Gorgie. George? Are you talking? Yeah, my name is Curious George. I don't even know the theme for Curious George anymore. I don't remember it. Tom. Someone once called me Diddy Kong. And I'm like, oh, I don't know what that means. But you know what? I'm going to stop there before I go a little further. But someone called me Diddy Kong, and I'm like, I don't think that applies to me because I'm brown. Diddy Kong. Tom. Why are people giving me white names? I'm not white. Maybe I sound white because I was raised around white people that come from money. So maybe that's why. Marie and oh god, she has a horrible name. I can't even say that. Marie Angifago. Screw you. I'm just gonna call you Marie. Jew. I don't even remember, man. I don't remember. I don't remember how to pronounce that one. To play. J'ai joué avec le chat, something like that. I don't know how to pronounce it, but Lucia, something like that. I play with my cat. Oh, I play with the cat. My bad. I play with my cat. Mon chat, something like that. It's funny. Like I remember my French. It's just the pronunciation pisses me off. Like, come on. Why couldn't you be easy like Latin? Why couldn't you be easy like Japanese? Like, Why? Why do you have to be so hard to pronounce French language? Purple line for NVIDIA would be a dream. Yes, please. I want it cheap. Pedro. I like how everyone's guessing and no one's getting it right. Pedro. Wow, nobody actually knows my real name. Interesting. I showed it once, so there's definitely at least one person that might remember, but maybe not. I'm never going to give it away, though. Now that I know that people don't know. Pedro. Purple line for NVIDIA would be dream. Rum, show any promise? Rum? Oh, yeah, I like rum. I don't drink it, but I do like rum. Rum, I would buy at 5s. Big support here at 5s. So look out for 5s. That would be the level to buy at. Yeah, 5s. I would set a stop loss under, yeah, like buy in and set a stop loss at the low. And that way, if it does tank to 3, that way you're not holding a bag from $5 to $3. Reposition. It's always better to reposition, but look out for 5s on Rumble. And join the Discord, patreon.com/shadesandtrades. Okay, there you go. Had a plug. Buying APLD. No, not yet. I'm waiting for $25. Did it drop to 25? Did it drop to 25? I still maintain my price target of 100. I'm not concerned. We're gonna fall, whatever. Yeah, 25 is where I'm buying. Not buying just yet. Ha. No, my name is not Ha. My name is not Ha. I don't know what is that a Vietnamese name? Ha. My name is Ha. Diginex LTD. Check this one out. I think it's a. Oh God. Anything you tell me, it's Subluke. You're the worst trader in the world. So usually when you tell me to look at a stock, it's usually really, really bad. I bet how much you want to bet this is garbage, guys. Ready? Sebluke, if he had his own alerts room, he would destroy your account. Because he'd be alerting, whoa, okay, wait, whoa. Okay, wait. Diginex, I would buy at 12.90 and then stop loss at the low. Because it has a nice support level here. That's what I would do. Take profit at around 17.50 and then 20. So it's not bad, actually. The setup is not bad. But if it breaks down, it's better to take the loss and not hold the bag on that. Tyrone. Okay, now you're just messing. Tyrone. Tyrone. No, I can't even. Yeah, no, I'm not Tyrone. Yep, Lucia, something like that. Yeah. Lucia. J'ai joué avec Lucia. Mon chat est très belle. Or, yeah, I think it's très belle. Est très belle. Mon chat est très... that's it. Très gros, fat. I think I'm saying fat. I don't remember. I forget which words, which letters get pronounced and which don't. Big T, ask the Chinese. Oh God, no. My sister's learning Chinese. My sister's learning Chinese because she wanted to one-up me. She's like, I'm going to learn Chinese just to one-up you. And I'm like, oh, screw you. Just for that, I'm learning Tagalog too. Like, I'm going to learn more languages than you, sister. So we kind of have like this language competition between me and my sisters, which is weird that we have like a competition to see who learns more languages. So far, I haven't beat, but she's catching up with that Chinese she's learning. So I don't know what this guy's saying. Toy you can kua ban. That's totally not how it's said, but I'm sure. French has a million silent letters. Yeah. Diginex. Yeah, I already gave you the play for Diginex. True, like Portuguese, what you read is not what it sounds like. Yeah, exactly. Which I hate because it's like, how do I say this? It's not. I know it's not burger joie. It's not how you say it, but it's like, No offense to Chinese speakers, but that language is about the most unpleasant to listen to. It's so sharp. Umek. It's at the purple line and it always bounces off of it. The only thing that I see here is there's a big red candle. Buyers aren't showing up right now, whereas buyers showed up here last time. So I would give it one more day to see if buyers show up But if you want to buy here, go ahead and set a stop at like 9:32. But it's better to wait one more day to see if buyers actually show up. Because if they don't show up, this is just going to drop straight through. So if it drops straight through, look to buy at like 880. Bell? It's not Bell. It is Bell. Or B or B-A-U. I don't even know how to say that. I need to look that up. Now I'm pissed. I thought it was Bell. Maybe Bell is that for women? Is that why? I don't remember the rules, but yeah. Now I'm pissed. Now I have to know. I'm pissed. Like I got like yeah. B-A. How do you say that? B-A-E-U. French to English translator. Let me just look this up real quick. How do you say this? I'm pissed. Oh, it is beautiful. Wait, so it's not Belle? No, it is Belle. It is Belle. What am I saying? This is just the male version, I assume. Boo? That's how you pronounce it? Boo? You pronounce it boo? Wow. See, that pisses me off. Like, it's B-E-A-U, but it's pronounced as boo. Like, it's pronounced as boo. I would never... That's why I hate the French language. It's literally pronounced boo. Like, literally pronounced boo like this guy right here. Like, it's... Like, look at this. It's pronounced boo. Like this guy from Mario. Like... There's a boo shirt right there. But I think Belle is for women, right? So I did get that wrong, because they are boys. Belle. Let's continue here. Boo. Oh, that's crazy, because it's not... That would be B-O-O in my head, not B-E-A-U. Our Caleb B looks interesting, just had earnings. What's the first letter? Oh, I'm not going to tell you my name. No. If I say the first letter of my name, you're going to guess. Because as soon as I give you the first letter, you're going to be like, oh, I know what that is. You're going to know immediately. I can't. I'll give you the last one if you want. R. Boom. It's R. The last letter is R for my first name. R. I don't know if that's going to help, but but if someone guesses it after just giving you the last letter, I'd be shocked. It's a stock for space exploration and rocket launches. Again, purple line is your friend, so we would expect it to do what it did last time, right? Comes to the purple line, nobody wants it down here nice and cheap at the purple line. Nobody wants it down here nice and cheap at the purple line. And we would expect the same. So there you go. Buy at the purple line. It works. The strategy is not foolproof if the company goes to shit, but if the company is good, then it's always a buy at the purple line. Last one by Glass Dad, ONDS. What is this guy coming to my stream and being like, let me just give him a list? ONDS. Big support right here at $5 on the dot. So I would wait for $5 and see if it holds. And if it does, you're good. Take profit of $6.50 and $8.30. Quick and easy. Boo sounds like boo, and Belle is for females. Yeah, that's yeah. My poor cats. I basically call them girls, and they're not. They're boys. Although I would like to have a girl cat. I don't know if they would do it, but yeah. Wait, no, they can't have kids because they're neutered. Never mind. Bo, not boo, but bo. It's not boo. It's bo. But that's all I'm gonna say. I'm upset. You sound like a Arthur. Oh no. It's a very Mexican derived name. It's not an American name. Just to be clear, I do not have an American name. It's definitely a Mexican name. If you didn't know I was Mexican, by the way, now you know. So there goes all the MAGA. All the MAGA just left. MAGA Nick, he just clicked off. He's like, oh, screw this guy. Grr. I'm not going to listen to someone that's not white. Grr. That's my impression of MAGA. I don't know if that's true. I'm pretty sure Trucker Jeff is MAGA, but he seems like a cool guy. So I'm just assuming based off of what I see online. But I don't know if it's true or not. But yeah. MAGA Nick, he just clicked off. He's done. He's like, Shades is not white? What? There are people who are like that, by the way. There are people who, if they find out you're not like a certain color, they like leave, like they unsubscribe, which to me is just stupid and silly, because it's like, we're here to make money. If you're gonna unsubscribe to me because I'm not whatever color you thought I was or whatever race you thought I was, I think you're just stupid. And you should leave, because I don't want someone like you in my Discord or in my subscribed, because that's just silliness. That's just silliness. Bo, for sure, haha, RKLB looks like a solid company. I'll have to do my due diligence. A lot of people ask me about RKLB, but I am really focused on AI stocks, because this is the AI revolution. So it's just kind of, AI companies are just going to slowly climb higher over the long term. Wow, Netflix, are you breaking out? Oh boy, watch out for Netflix. We bought Netflix a few days ago. If this breaks out here, we should see it touch the purple line, which will act as resistance. So this could go to 1171. Keep an eye on this one. And it's going to do a forward stock split. I imagine this is going to come to 1171. I called it. I told you guys. Remember, this is a lesson that I rarely give, so pay close attention. When stocks drop under the purple line, the more they drop under the purple line, the bigger the discount you're getting. Number one, and you can measure that, right? Purple line to low, 8%. But here's the thing, the stock is going to eventually go back to the purple line. That's a given. So you look at that, an 8% move to the purple line. So the point I'm trying to make is, it's a given. That's my theory, at least. It's a given that stocks are going to come back to their average. Whether they're going to come back to it from a high or from a low, if they're under the purple line and they come back, they're going to come back to that purple line. You're going to make money. That's the point. So that's why I'm saying this is going to eventually, at some point, maybe it might not happen this week. At some point, it's going to have to come back to the purple line, and it's going to net you at least 8%, because obviously it's a very expensive stock. I can show you another example on MSTR. MSTR, what did MSTR do? Do you see it? It came under the purple line, found support here, and guess what happened? It came and touched the purple line, and then it tanked, right? So you see it, right? Like when it goes under the purple line, it's gonna come back to it. It's a magnet. That average, that purple line is a magnet, and we're gonna come back to it. Again, whether we're coming back to it from a high or a low, it doesn't matter. We're gonna come back to it. And so that's always going to happen unless it's a really garbage company. Like a really, really garbage company is probably never going to touch the purple line. And I'm going to show you color here real quick. So, write this down. This is good info right here. This is a lesson right here. Yeah, color stock, right? It's been under the purple line since May 16 of 2025, and it has not even touched the purple line. So you would look at this and know immediately, wow, this is so garbage that buyers don't even have the power to even get it to touch the purple line. So you would look at color stock and immediately know, wow, this is trash. It doesn't even come back to the purple line. Screw that. So yeah. And this is why I always say Palantir is one of the best stocks out there, because it always comes to that purple line and touches it, and then it doesn't even go under it. It just touches it briefly and then goes to a new high. Touches it here, like one green candle here touches it, and it just booms, right? Like look at this, it's insane. Here's the exception, but this was back in 2024. January 2024 was the last time Palantir stock went under the purple line, and it didn't like go deep under the purple line. It just went sideways around it and then created a new high. This is why I always tell people, if you buy Palantir stock at the purple line, you're going to make a lot of money. Because I just showed you, like it's just insane how strong of a stock that is. Escobar, no, dude, are you like Googling like names that end in R, Mexican names that end in R? Escobar, that's a good one though. Escobar, no, I hope my last name isn't Escobar. I hope not. Haha, doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. We're here to make money. Pablo, nah. What do you think of Lumen stock? True MAGA loves all. I've met MAGA and in person, and they seem fine. I don't, you know. So I don't know. I judge a group based on how they treat me when I meet them in person, not so much what I see online. Let me put it that way. Because some people are just living online instead of going out in the real world and meeting real people. I'm pretty sure Trucker Jeff is MAGA, and he's like like the nicest person I've ever met. So, and I think he's Christian too, and he drowns himself in alcohol. So I don't, there's that. But what do you think of Lumen? What if my last name is Escobar and I'm lying? Ooh, dun dun dun. Lumen, goddamn, that's extended above the purple line. That still has a long way to. Wow, I would wait for it to drop to the purple line. That's got a long ways down. Like if you buy here at 860, it could still drop another 30%. So I just wouldn't bother with it. Let it bleed. Let it come down. Double bottom on Netflix. It does look like it. So. But I don't even care if there is a double bottom. I care about that purple line. Come back to that purple line, we make money. Salvador? that's not a Mexican last name. Is it? Maybe, actually. But no, it's not Salvador. It's not Salvador. Although that's not a bad name, but Spanish MAGA fan here. Spanish MAGA fan here. Interesting. Yeah, see what I mean, guys? Like I've met people in real life who are MAGA, and they don't, you know what I'm saying? I think the internet, unfortunately, I think people let themselves be manipulated by the internet, because Democrats want you to view certain groups a certain way, and obviously Republicans want you to view certain groups a certain way. So both sides are just trying to manipulate you. So this is why I am center, and why I just stay out of politics. Because I don't like that. I don't like being manipulated like that. It just seems wrong, right? I don't like being manipulated. That's just no. So that's why you'll never hear me talk about politics other than right now as an example of why I stay out of it. And I just don't like the manipulation on both sides. That's just I don't like that. Maybe you like being manipulated, but not me. This is why I don't watch politics. I don't pay attention to it. I don't even use Twitter. I just use it to post my charts, and that's it. You're not going to see me, ranting about trans people. Joey Shaw, I don't recommend following Joey Shaw on Twitter, because all he does is rant about trans girls. That's all he does. Like, I almost want to unfollow him, because I'm like, I don't want to see this trash. So yeah, hopefully Joey Shaw is not mad, because he's like, you don't tell people that I have something against trans people. But yeah, he kind of, yeah. So I don't like being manipulated, is the point, or I don't like being influenced by other people out there in the world. This is why I don't watch other finance channels, because I don't like being influenced. Right? I would rather come to my own conclusion based on what I experience in real life. That's the best way to put it. Another good stock. What do you think? I've been studying your patterns, and I think I can choose good charts. What do you think? Am I getting better? I don't know, man. You choose. The problem with you is you get high, Sebluk. You get high, and then you send me like the most garbage charts. Like, let me check your stock. Oh, that is absolute trash. Okay, no, I'm kidding. Well, buyers aren't showing up right now, so I would, I don't know. It's under the purple line, but I don't. This one, when it goes under the purple line, man, does it like to really drop? I don't know. I don't know. Let me look at the weekly. Maybe that'll give me. Oh yeah, buyers have to show up this week. Because it has resistance. Yeah. Yeah. It has to hold this week here at 34 to 35. If it doesn't, it's just gonna tank. So I would wait to see if it holds this week. This is very clear support here, and yeah, it has to hold. If it doesn't hold here, Sebluk, it's just let it bleed, let it come down. The bottom is down here at 13. You can see very clearly on the weekly. Like there's a whole zone here where buyers just love it. So 13 to 15 going to be the buy zone here. That's where it would make sense, but We'll see if it actually comes down there. That's all I can say with IPX. It looks fine. It's just, I don't know. I'm kind of biased in the sense that because you always make really bad picks, any stock you send me, I'm automatically like, oh, that's probably a bad pick. Anything you send me, just like Joey Shaw. If Joey Shaw tells me to buy something, I just do the opposite. I'm like, okay, I'm going to short him to hell. Like, I don't short, but I would, because he has some pretty bad picks too. Need those white lines at, Ronald. No, I'm not Ronald McDonald. Apurva Sharma. No, I'm not Sharma. My name is not Sharma. Or is it? Not Castro. Is that your name? Javier? No, it's not. Man, you guys really can't guess my name. My name is actually very common in Mexico, but I'm not going to give it to you. I'll let you keep guessing, but it's very common. It's very common. And once you find out what it is, you're going to be like, oh, you're going to facepalm and you're going to be like, oh, that's what it is. Oh my God. Why didn't I think of that? It's very common. So I'm surprised you guys haven't guessed, because it's a very, very common one. It's like a step below, it's a step below, Carlos and Juan. Like, it's a step below that. So we'll see if anyone figures it out. LAC approaching. Do you think Palantir is coming down more to buy? Hell yeah, it is. It's definitely coming down more. Hell yeah. Look at that. That's a big red candle. I would wait at least to see if buyers show up at 170s. Low 170s. LAC. Yeah, it's coming down to the purple line. Buy at $4 if you want. I don't know anything about it to make any kind of call, but the purple line is there, so, and it likes to consolidate around it, so it would be the buying opportunity there. But there's a lot of stocks that are giving us opportunities in the future and currently, so it's kind of, for me, it's like, what do I buy? There's just so much opportunity elsewhere. Oh no, it's not Jesus, and it's not Caesar. It's not Jesus or Caesar. My name. Let me put it this way. No. You know what? No, I can't tell you that. I was gonna tell you how many letters are in my name, but if I say that, you guys are just gonna ask ChatGPT, hey, what names end with an R and has 5 letters and it's derived from Mexico, and you guys would be able. I think it would tell you. Let me look that up. Would ChatGPT tell you outright? That would be funny if ChatGPT it would be funny if ChatGPT figures my name out before you guys. That just means we should buy more AI stocks. That's what that means. Let me ask it. If a name ends with an R and has, I'm not going to tell you the number, has this many letters in the name and is derived from Mexico, what would the name possibly be? Let's see what ChatGPT says. If it guesses correctly, I'm gonna be. That's just sad. That would just be sad. Let me see. Let me look at did BBI finally dump? No, it's just holding at 7s. SoFi, look, this is why we sold SoFi. We sold SoFi because this double top could be real. I sold it at break even for a reason. So hopefully you guys followed me 1 for 1. A lot of people don't follow me 1 for 1, and then they hold the big bag all the way down. And yeah, and that's like makes me feel sad for you, because it's like I alerted the sell at break even for a reason. Let's see what ChatGPT says. Oh wow! Oh my God! ChatGPT guessed it. They guessed it on the first try, dude. That's sad. This is so sad. All you humans tried to guess my name and couldn't, and ChatGPT did it. I gave it a puzzle, And because that's what it is. It's a puzzle. Like, wait a minute. It ends with an R, 5 letters. She guessed it in first try. Wow. AI is gonna take over. A very common name in Mexico of Old English Norse origin, means divine spear. Widely used in Spanish. So yeah, Burnt Chips guessed it. Burnt Chips is right. That's my last name. Burnt Chips guessed it. Although I suspect he used ChatGPT. Yeah, that's right. Buy solid companies, Porter Waibu. But yeah, Burnt Chips guessed it. He's correct. I can't believe that ChatGPT got it. Wow. That is so sad. I wish ChatGPT. Oh, that is so sad that ChatGPT got it right. Let's see. 4 letters on your name ending in R. I found. No, it's 5 letters ending in R. Hi Shades, loving the content. Shout out to Stilt on Cheese. That name throws me off. Stilt on Cheese, not cheese on stilts. Shout out to Stilt on Cheese. If you ever join the Discord, you are very welcome. We're waiting for anyone who wants to join and wants to learn and make a lot of money. 250. I think that's the guy that asked about Discord. I don't remember. I've changed now. I don't treat anything that's not trending. Yeah. Subloop, you've grown as a trader for sure. For sure. You've improved a lot, which is normal. A lot of people want to be like really good traders. They want to be grandmasters at trading without putting in the work. That's like me wanting to be grandmaster at chess, but not wanting to put in the work. Like I can't go into chess thinking I'm going to be a grandmaster level day one. That's just retarded. That's just like silly. That's just like delusional. I know I'm going to have to lose a lot to get good. I'm going to have to play thousands of games, and I'm okay with that. Same thing in the stock market. You got to be okay with losing because that's how you learn and improve. And yeah, that's about it. And you just got to study and be patient and be disciplined. That's just that. Those stuff alone will take you far in anything. Good CA sold 32 for SoFi. It knows you already. Yeah, it knows me already. Somehow it knew my name. That's pretty suspicious. What's the purple line price for SoFi? Oh, man, that's still far off. That's still far off. I think it's at like 22, no? Yeah, it's at 22.25. No, 22.50. So the purple line is all the way down here. This is why I sold up here. I'm like, let me just get out at break even. I was going to get out at a loss, but it actually filled me on the limit order. So I was like, okay, guys, get out. Even if you take a tiny loss, which you shouldn't. There's no way you should have lost money on SoFi. Because if you kept averaging down with me, you should have made money on SoFi. Regardless of that tiny loss up there. If you followed me one for one. So yeah, $22 is where SoFi's at. Smiling face, Alejandro, laughing out loud. Jesus, I knew it. You gave it away. You gave it away in a bunch of videos, but wasn't going to say. Although you just gave it away now. Yeah. No, I was going to give it away anyways, but yeah. Oscar is your name. Yeah, it is. That's my name. Porter Y. Brew. Stilton cheese, LOL. Oh, Stilton cheese. Okay, I was like, stilts on cheese. I thought that was a funny name. Stilts on cheese. I'm like, oh, okay, that's interesting. Stilts on cheese. Not the cheese on the stilts. It's the other way around. That's what I thought that was clever actually. But you're just a regular Stilton cheese. Screw you. Amen. Not stilt on cheese. Haha. I thought it was stilt on cheese. I'm like, wow, that's stilts on a cheese, not the other way. You would think the cheese would be on top of the stilts and using them, but it's the stilts using the cheese apparently. Your name's not a common name. It's not in the top 50 Mexican names. I'm trying to look up. Screw you, Subluke. You're banned for 1 minute. No, I'm kidding. ChatGPT must watch your vids. I hope not. Javier, number 60, most common name. Oliver is 6 though, not 5. MVST on the way to the purple line. I've shown this in the past. Oops. MVST. Oh, MVT. NVST, isn't that a meme stock? I remember. Oh, dude, this one loves the purple line. Wow, I'm adding this to my watch list. That's going. That one I'll add to my watch list. That is, look at this. It touches it briefly and then new high. Here it consolidates around it, new high. So yeah, this is a good one. I like this. I prefer this kind of price action over the other one, because the other one that I forgot the name of it, but there's another one where it goes way under the purple line, and then recovers. I don't like that kind of price action. I want buyers to show up at exactly the purple line and then consolidate around it. That's better than a stock that goes way under the purple line, like a Meta, right? This kind of price action sucks, because we don't know. This could be the start of the stock never going to new highs again. Notice how it just goes right through it like butter. Same thing here. So actually, I would say, and I hate to say this, but I would say NVST is a better stock than Meta because of the price action around the purple line, right? Look at this. It doesn't go way under it. It goes to that purple line and consolidates around it. So that way you don't have to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to hold a bag as it goes down lower. So I would say MVST is actually a better stock to trade because of that price action around the purple line. So that's a lesson right there. Despite Meta being a big boy, I would still give NVST I would say it's better. Still not biting on NVTS. Yeah, no, I'm not chasing. If I had chased, I would look stupid. Imagine I bought today or yesterday, I'd be in the red. So yeah, no, I'm waiting for the purple line at 720. If that's not it, I give up. We already got my name. It's Oscar. My name is Oscar. It's Oscar. OSCAR, not OSK. So yeah, no, they already figured it out. Waiting for MOB to come down to purple line. Works on end-to-end encrypting for Jones, and I believe it has government contacts, but I got to do more DD. MOB, I think I've seen that one. I think I have it on my watch list. Let me see. No, I don't. No, wait. Yeah, we did play this one. Oh my God. Yeah, remember this one? Oh, this was, if you guys were in the Discord back in 20, yeah, we alerted this one. We alerted it down here and it moved like 100%. We made our money here, actually. I remember now. Holy crap. That was a long time ago. Let me see if I can find the alert for that. Probably not, because I had to delete the alerts room and add new ones. But I can't find it. But we alerted that one way back then. Yeah, we alerted it like right here under the purple line, and I'm like, this looks good. It's just consolidating, stop loss under the low. And it moved like 50%. I took profit, and then it moved another, then it moved a whole 100%. And some people were like, yes, I took the 100%. And then we kind of just stopped playing it because it just ran away, right? So yeah, I remember this one. This one's a good one. I'd have to wait for the purple line. I mean, it's been a while. It's been since I alerted it here in May 29. I mean, goddamn. June, July, August, you've had to wait like 4 months to finally get maybe another purple line opportunity. And there would be potential to make quite a bit of money. This is a good one. I completely forgot about this one. I made my 50% and I just never touched it again because I'm like, well, it's already running away from the purple line. What am I going to touch it for? I actually removed it from my watch list because I'm like, probably not going to play that one ever again. But here we are. You never know, right? You never know what's going to come around. So I like that one for sure. We played that one back then. WMA's 200 set on monthly chart. No, we don't use it on the monthly chart. It doesn't work, unfortunately. Have to warn you about MVST. There's a short report claiming a lot of sales in China are fake. MVST is in it. Oh no, I'm not buying MVST. I said I like it, but I'm not buying. I'm still going to focus on SoundHound. I'm going to focus on SoFi, SoundHound, NVIDIA. I'm still going to focus on my main batch of stocks. So, but I like it. I might, I might buy it. Maybe we'll see, but it's not, it's not my top priority. But like I said, I made money on this one because the price action is so consistent. Yeah, that's what I like about it. I don't care about the noise outside of that. In the My Vampire System universe, Oscar has the Earth ability, which allows him to manipulate Earth. As a Dullahan, he also says, dude, did you just copy and paste from ChatGPT? that's what that looks like. Okay, so today we made money on SoFi and we made money on BBAI. I expect them all. I expect stocks to continue to drop. And it's nothing more than an opportunity. Take advantage of stocks getting real cheap. A lot of stocks had very good earnings and they're still dropping anyways. So take advantage. Hopefully you have money on the side waiting. Be okay with being in the red. The stock market has been dumping and you're going to be in the red. Like that's not, you can't escape that. There's no way to buy something in the stock market and stay in the green forever. You're always going to be red. It's better to assume that you're always going to be in the red. Too many people want to be immediately in the green. That's not how this works. In fact, we embrace red. We love the red. And yeah, that's all I got to say with regards to that. So Bitcoin looks like it's going to drop, in my opinion, to 94K. And that means we're going to get the stock market dropping another 10-20%, which should send stocks lower. And then eventually we'll have, 10-20% pumps and green day after green day after green day after green day. And everyone's going to be happy. So right now you're going to be sad for a while and you're going to be bummed out, but eventually it'll pay off. Well, I'm excited. Most people aren't like me though. They don't get excited when things bleed out. They're just like, like they wake up and look at their portfolio and they're like, ugh. Whereas I'm like, oh, I'm red. Cool. More to buy because it's a good company. Wow. Okay. So please change your mentality. Work on your mentality. And once you start seeing red and crashes as good things and you're excited about them and you want more crashes, more bear markets, it's gonna change your game. Since you have the same name, were you a De La Hoya fan? I am a De La Hoya fan. I am a Oscar De La Hoya. Yeah, I'm a fan for sure. I think there's 2 British guys fighting this week. I'm gonna watch that because the first one was a really, really good fight. They just went back and forth for 12 rounds. So I'm definitely gonna watch the one coming up. I think it's Eubank Jr. and Connor Ben. So I'm definitely gonna watch this one, that one this week, and I'm gonna watch David Benavidez versus the black guy. I don't remember the black. Oh, Anthony Yard. I'm gonna watch that one too. I think there's another one that's coming up that I'm gonna watch, but I don't remember off the top of my head. Hey, you're my favorite ebook. I remembered you as a character, so I had to Google it and show it to you. A lot of info on their websites for MLB. Do you look at rare earth? I do look at rare earth metal stocks, but yeah. Yeah. We still need the rare earth elements. It's just everything's tanking, so people think it's the end of the world. But I strongly believe MP will go to 100 plus. It's just people think that when I say something's going to go to 100, they think it's going to happen like right away, which is just stupid to assume that. But the people that assume that are people who are, they're so short-term minded. They're so tunnel visioned on trying to get rich quick that when they hear someone say, we're going to go to 100, they think it's going to happen next week. Like I said, NVTS is going to go to 20. And there's some idiot who thought that meant that it was going to go to 20 like the same week that I'm some kind of magician that's going to make NVTS go to 20. Like it's just so stupid. It's people who are just too short-term minded and they need to work on their mentality. Again, once you have that mentality of, yes, I want NVTS cheaper, please bring it down to $1. When you have that mentality, you're going to make a lot more money. But it requires you to look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, stop being stupid. You know that crashes are good because you get to make so much more on the way back up. But most people aren't going to look at themselves and be like, you're being dumb and you know it. I do that because I have to remind myself, like, you're being stupid, Shades. You need to, it's time to buy. Just buy. It's at the purple line. It's a good company. What are you waiting for? Just fucking buy, stupid. And it works. And it works. So sometimes I do need that self-reminder. And it works for me at least. I'm glad I'm holding 100K cash right now. Send me 50K. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, that's awesome. A lot of people there are the smarter ones that are more experienced. They have cash on the side waiting. The ones that don't have money on the side waiting for crashes, now you're going to be smarter now. Next time you're going to be so much smarter. You're going to be like, wow, I improved a lot. Like, look at me. I'm excited for crashes. Look at me. I actually have money on the side for crashes. Like, I can't wait. Once you get to that point, it's literally easy mode. You're just every day is just like, oh, I just make money and this is so easy. Bitcoin to 75K, that's called a bear market at that point. That's called a bear market, burnt chips. Yeah, expecting to be immediately in the green is illogical. You're assuming you're timing the exact reversal and then you're upset when it doesn't. Yeah, that's just silly. That's just silly. What is so attractive of SoundHound? It's cheap. It's at the purple line. That's it. That's it. That's all there is. And they beat on earnings. They keep getting great earnings. So there you go. So they're getting more. They're a business that's getting more demand for their product / service. And it's at a discount. That's what is there to, you know what I'm saying? Like that's, what more could you want? A good company with increasing demand for their product / service, and they're at a discount at the purple line. That's it. That's what's attractive. It's like, it's the best combo ever. Like you're giving it to me cheaper and it had great earnings. Thank you so much. Please bring it down lower. Bring it down to 10, please. I want it at 10. How good CoreWeave really is. Woody, you have not answered my question, Woody. Are you the Woody that joined my Discord and posted a porn link and then I banned you? You still have not answered. It's very suspicious that you have not answered. Maybe you didn't hear me the first time, but I'm wondering if you're that Woody. Because that was ridiculous. I'm like, did this guy really post a porn link in my Discord? How dare he? How dare he do that? Like, that was ridiculous. That was an automatic ban too. I don't know anything about CoreWeave, but it's right at a big support level here at 80s. So buy at 89, stop loss at 84. You got to give it some breathing room. Maybe go in with half position of what you would normally do. It's trading within a range here. So, buy the bottom, sell the top. If it doesn't hold the bottom, then take the small loss and reposition. You don't want to hold the bag. Every time it comes down here, people are scared, and then it goes back to like 140. So it's a very good risk to reward. I'm going to add that one. Again, there's a lot of opportunities if you know what to look for. And no, I want you to take note how quickly I do my technical analysis. I literally just looked at the chart and within seconds, I was like, oh, I know this. I can't wait to get that good at chess. Like, I can't wait to look at a chessboard and know within seconds, like, oh, I know what to do. I got to move here, here, here. I can't wait to get to that level. But to get to that level for reading charts, you just got to read charts over and over and over, hundreds of thousands of times to the point where it's just within a second, you already know what the play is. So yeah, classic buy the bottom, sell the top. Stop loss at the low, 84.39 if you want. If you're buying calls, then you have to manually exit, and you better hope it doesn't gap down. That's about it. Very volatile. So if this does pump, it could easily move to 100. So, this is volatile. I don't like stocks that volatile, though. I would be careful, too, because this looks like a cup. So maybe it'll bounce and form a handle here, and then drop lower. That kind of does look like an inverse cup. But that also means if it's going to form the handle, we should bounce at least to 100. So, think about that. Think about that, but you haven't asked. He's not answering my question, so it's making me think that he is the guy that joined my Discord and posted a porn link. I think Woody is that guy. I think it is him. He's not answering. He's just kind of like, oh, I'm going to pretend like I didn't hear that. But I totally heard his analysis. He's one of those guys. Eubank versus Ben. Their dads had a legendary rivalry. Yeah. I can't wait to watch that. I think it's this week, if I recall. So I'm going to be watching that for sure. Burnt chips, good. My dad bought Nebia's group at 130. Should he sell or hold the stock? Your dad bought NBIS? Oh God, what the hell? What the hell is wrong with him? He bought it at the top? He bought it, your dad bought it at the top? What is wrong with your dad? Your dad, wait a minute, your dad? Whoa. I want everyone to take note. This guy's dad bought the top on NBIS. You know what that means, right? Like his dad. Like that would be like if my dad decided to get into the stock market. Like that means that's a signal. Your dad is a signal. That means we're gonna tank. Oh my god. Well, he should have. I don't know. You tell your dad good luck. Tell him I said good luck, buddy. Thank you for being a good signal. Tell him to continue to be a signal. He's a signal. Next time you know what? Don't tell your dad anything. Just be like, I don't know, Dad. You just do what you want. He's a good signal because the next time your dad buys the top, he's probably buying a top, and we can use them as a signal to sell and then hold cash. And then we can buy, the dip while your dad holds the bag. So don't tell him anything. If anything, he's a good sell signal. Do not tell him. He's very useful for you. I mean, he'll lose money, but at least you'll make money, right? He's a good sell signal. I mean, he has to hold at this point. He should have taken the loss a long time ago. Now he's just going to be losing a lot of money. I mean, it likes to bounce off the purple line, so he's got that going for him. But for his good luck. For his sake, good luck. But if you want to use him as a sell signal, just tell him, no, you continue doing what you're doing, Dad. You're doing great. It's okay. You made a mistake. You bought a top. That's okay. Next time you'll buy the top again, and just let me know. using someone's dad as a signal to sell. Yeah, he's good for marking tops. Your dad is a good top buyer. Very professional. Probably heard it on Kramer. I don't listen to Kramer. Whatever his name is. Jim Kramer, something like that. Jerome Kramer. I don't know his name, but old people listen to him. Oh my God. And old people are stupid in the stock market. Let me see. Wait. So Jim Kramer. Oh, okay. So old people listen to Jim Kramer. That makes a lot of sense. So he appeals to people who are older, who listen to an older guy, and they buy probably near a top. They buy without reading charts. So, wow. So Jim Kramer might be a signal. I know people use Jim Kramer as a Jim Kramer as a signal. But I never bothered looking into it. But I'm going to have to look into Jim Kramer. Oh my goodness. Yeah, because if he's using old people for liquidity, then that's the scam then. He just uses old people as liquidity to get out of his positions probably. I don't know. That's very interesting. I'm going to look up Jim Kramer right now. He's got to be a signal. He's a signal of some kind. I always see the memes like, oh, Jim Kramer talked about Palantir. That's why it's dumping now. Jim Kramer, is he a good sell signal? There's an inverse ETF for him, I think, too. So, yeah, I mean, we can kind of take advantage of old people. Because old people are dumb. In the stock market. Again, not in general. I don't want to insult anyone. I'm just talking in the stock market. They're dumb. But in general, they're smart, I'm sure. Because they're wise and they're older. But like they tend... Yeah. Because if they're just blindly following people, that's dumb. Like you shouldn't blindly follow people. That's just called being dumb. Like if Jim Kramer says jump off a bridge, are these old people going to jump off a bridge? Maybe. Probably. If they're willing to follow Jim Kramer one for one. He never looks at a chart when he recommends anything. Yeah, he's a sell signal, huh? Yeah, wow. I'm gonna have to, cause he's how many followers does he have? How many followers does he have? Because if he has millions, man, we can abuse this. Wow, he has 2 million plus. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to follow him. I'm gonna follow him on Twitter and see. I'm gonna study him because we can use him we can use like a Kramer strategy on this guy. Wow, I never thought I'd be creating a strategy around an individual. Well, we just did that with Ziptraderu, right? We just abused Ziptraderu's audience. So I guess I do have strategies for, I got a Ziptraderu strategy. I got a moon market strategy. We're going to have to make a Jim Kramer strategy. Wow. I never thought I'd be doing a third one, but sure, I'm gonna follow him right now. Let's abuse this old fuck. Rigetti won an opportunity by IBM is what he just said. So let's look at it. Let's look at IBM. Ah, so he did cause a pump today. Interesting. Rigetti won an opportunity. Let me see. Interesting. So if he says buy something, his followers actually do buy. And they bought the top on IBM, by the way. He's telling people to buy. 2 hours ago, he told people to buy IBM at a top. Wow, what a piece of shit. I'm definitely following him. There's a Jim Cramer strategy that I'm going to develop. I didn't know that guy had that many followers. I don't pay attention to other finance YouTubers. Goddamn. I'm going to abuse the hell out of him and his audience. Holy crap. I'm going to give him a watch. I didn't know this. See, this is why you have to meet all kinds of people. Old people, young people, super young people, tiny people, brown, black, blue, yellow. You gotta get out there and meet all kinds of people because they might give you some information you never would have, some knowledge that you just never would have learned on your own. Like, thank you so much, Porter Wybrew. I'm being serious. Like, I am very good at abusing strategies. I was about to say abusing people, but I'm like, I'm not abusing Jim Cramer and his people. But I guess that's what it is. The whole strategy is let's abuse their audience. So yeah, I guess I am abusing people. I'm going to develop an abusing strategy. How to abuse Jim Cramer 101. It's going to happen. I'm not joking. I know I sound like I'm joking, but I'm not. I already have a strategy for Moon Market and for Ziptraderu. That's why we made money today on BBAI, because I'm like, oh wait, Ziptraderu's talking about BBAI. Let's abuse the hell out of his audience. That's going to pump it. So yeah, that's awesome. I can't wait to abuse this guy. I'm abusing old people. God, that sounds horrible. That sounds horrible. Yeah. Oh my God, I'm excited. I can't wait to abuse Jim Cramer. Anyways, that's it for the stream because I'm running out of steam right now. Also, most stocks are coming down. Just wait. There's going to be a lot of opportunity. Let it get cheap. We'll load up. We'll make our money. The top plays, for sure, guaranteed top plays right now. I'm going to go down my list. SoFi, buy it at 26. BBAI, at the purple line, buy it at 6 and under. SoundHound, it's at the purple line. Just keep accumulating under the purple line. Netflix, under the purple line. I think that's going to go to 1170 and we'll take profit. So that one's good. NVIDIA, purple line. ARGB is already under the purple line. That's a buy. Robinhood at the purple line. Sybil, I'm going to add more low 002s. Registered Robotics coming down to the purple line. Navita, same thing. Purple line for Palantir. When everything sells off, you're going to get a lot of opportunities because everything comes down to the purple line. This is why I've been saying I might not buy your stock that you're interested in because there's just opportunity everywhere and I have to pick and choose which ones. And I really love SoundHound and SoFi right now and NVIDIA and Palantir. So it's kind of like, we'll see when I actually end up buying outside of the main four that I like to trade. But yeah, CleanSpark, purple line, and it's inside a longer term ascending triangle. So this should come down, in my opinion, to like, $10 in my opinion. And that would mean Bitcoin came down to like 90K. And then we would bottom out and then go to, a new high. So CLSK looking good, but I'm not going to add more because I just use that for cover the calls. That's about it. That's about it, guys. I'll see you in the next one. And you guys have a great day.